Operation Neptune was the naval portion of D-Day, revolving around deploying troops through boats to transport them to the 5 beaches of Normandy, being Gold, Omaha, Utah, Juneau, and Sword, while Overlord was a combination of all the troops, being air, naval, and militia. Neptune was the codename for the naval component. The Pass des Califes was the closest point from Britain to France in the English Canal, but it was heavily fortified because it was an obvious choice for an invasion. Normandy was selected for D-Day because it was close enough to British-controlled airspace to allow the Air Force and Navy to provide cover and was significantly less fortified than the Pass des Califes. Under General Dwight D. Eisenhower, American soldiers began preparing for Operation Overlord. The 82nd and 101st Airborne Divisions dropped in the night before to secure all roads and pathways leading to the beaches to prevent supplies and defenses being transported. In the first few minutes, thousands of Americans died. German fortifications were stronger than anticipated, and airborne raids had not been as successful as thought. American soldiers, despite having trained for this, were underprepared. German soldiers believed the Atlantic Wall was completely impenetrable. It would repel any and all Allied invasions from Britain, but when an invasion did come, the Air Force and Navy did little to stop it. Many German Air Force fighters were preoccupied fighting American bombing operations, and many German soldiers were forced to join through conscription. Nearly 1.5 million German soldiers were imprisoned, and 95,000 soldiers were executed for insubordination, desertion, and executed for failing to follow orders. Storming of the beaches was a deadly and dangerous task. Most of the soldiers died in the first few minutes of D-Day, trying to get out of their boats to get up the beachheads. German soldiers had blockades set up to prevent boats from going farther up the beaches, and towers mounted with guns to gun down anyone walking up. The selfless acts of these brave men, who knew that a good portion of them would not be making it out alive, define them as heroes in history. Without their effort, we never would have been able to defeat Germany in World War II.